Fernando Alonso will not be coming back to Alpine. He has signed a multi-year deal with Aston Martin, and then we kind of found out how it went down. And if Alonso has been trying to get rid of this reputation as the guy that burns bridges, this isn't the way to do it. So, Otmar Schnapphauser claimed that Alonso basically lied to his face after the race in Hungary. So here's the quote. The first confirmation I had that Alonso was leaving was the Aston Martin press release. He says he did ask the question to Alonso in Hungary and was told straight to his face from Alonso, no, I haven't signed anything. Yeah, he also confirmed that they offered a 1-year contract to Alonso with an option for an extra year. And obviously, Alonso didn't want that. So assuming he got a lot of money from Lance Stroll's father and just left Alpine, a better team, to go to a worse team. I don't know. So yeah, that all comes off the back of Sebastian Vettel retiring.
Yes.
So things are getting into motion real quick. But then that becomes a question of, well, who is going to go to Alpine?
And there was also some debate on like why Fernando did this. And obviously you said Fernando is he burns bridges, and yeah, he chases that cash, which, I mean, good for him. I will say, in hindsight, once we go over everything, I will say Fernando Alonso's a fucking badass. Yes, he fucked over Alpine, but, you know, that's a multi-million dollar corporation racing team. And they were sort of treating, you know, 2-time world champion as a seat warmer for a rookie. Another thing is that, like you said, the rest of this season is going to be very interesting. I don't know if Otmar is going to really, because I mean I think it's obvious that he doesn't really love Fernando, so he'll probably start lowering the filters even more. So, yeah, it's insane. I mean, and from what we know for certain is that Fernando Alonso was offered a 1-year guarantee with the potential for a second year, which I'm sure in Fernando's eyes was, okay, you want me to drive 1 more year so you can replace me, which is probably what they were doing. You know, we don't really know for sure, but obviously if Fernando didn't feel comfortable staying at Alpine, then there was probably a reason. And what to finish off my spiel, I saw a comment on Reddit that said, this isn't the first time Fernando has cost McLaren millions of dollars. And that is so true.
Very true, yeah. The last one probably cost hundreds of millions of dollars.
Oh my God. Sorry, Fernando's, did you see what he posted on his story on Instagram? It's just him with like the beach filter, and he's like giving like a thumbs up, just being like such an asshole, like just being like, oh, I enjoy what's going on right now, just so you know.
yeah, because they thought he was on like Greek islands or something.
Yep, and all the Roman Grosjean and like 3 or 4 other IndyCar drivers have been tweeting things like the popcorn emojis, and like, I didn't think it was April 1st, so it's just like the whole community is just focused on this. And
one thing we haven't talked about, actually, how do you think the dynamic's going to be between Alonso and Stroll? Because I guess he's going to be like mentoring him now, but Alonso's not really much of a mentor. I could see him getting pissed at Lance, because Lance kind of sometimes will do his own thing, especially during races. I don't know. It could go bad.
Oh, it definitely could. It's. I think it might be the weirdest driver pairing for next season.
Yeah.
It's so odd. But I mean, I'm sure Fernando is going to be, you know, his regular, like, hey, happy to be here and race, you know, like that type of shit. Because he knows that Lance's daddy is signing his checks. So I'm sure he's going to be real buddy with Lance, way more than Esteban.
Yeah, because like you think like Vettel, that would have been the perfect guy to mentor, but I don't know. It seems like he kind of took Mick under his wing more than Lance. We don't really see much of anything with Lance ever from anyone, and it doesn't really do social clips or anything. So yeah, a little weird.